So, hi everybody. It is Thursday morning, even though I may be doing a video tomorrow, more than likely Saturday. I thought I would just give you an update as to my procedure on Monday. Of course, there were slight complications. Of course, I mean, I think the only procedure I've ever had, and it's very strange to say, and was the most enjoyable, was the colonoscopy. It wasn't, the prep was the most horrendous, disgusting part of it, but the actual procedure and the recovery was nothing. And trust me, my neighbor yesterday had a colonoscopy at a different hospital. She was in agony. She said she kept telling them to give her more medication. She felt a lot. I was like, I can't even believe what you're telling me. So, Monday, I was a nervous wreck. I just kept telling myself, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, cancel it, you know, just live with it, you know, you avoided it this long, just avoid this whole thing. So, they just take you to this room in an adjacent building. I don't even change to a gown. Preps the area, gives me 3 lidocaine shots, not enjoyable in your back. Bigger than a bee sting pinch, as I was told. And let those kick in. Then the fun part comes where they're administering the steroid or the block or whatever you want to call it. And of course I'm on my stomach. I'm laying like this. My heart is pounding out of my chest. Literally. I'm like, this is not right. It's not nerves. It's not anxiety. It's not stress. It's not fear. It's legitimately bouncing out of my chest. And I didn't say anything. I was like, I'm crazy. I'm the nervous wreck one. And I'm sure adrenaline played part into this, but so the nurse sat me up. She's like, are you lightheaded? I'm like, no, fine. My legs felt like jello. It felt like you were stepping in quicksand. Or like, have you ever been to a carnival on those, I don't even know if they still have them, those wibbly wobbly houses, you know, fun houses, where you feel like you're just unbalanced? That's what it felt like. My left leg was more impacted than my right leg. The doctor himself had to walk me, like I said, out of this room, outside, back into the waiting room. It's a weird situation. It's just strange. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. This is the weirdest thing ever. And I was still on this, you know, adrenaline rush, I guess. I don't know. All I wanted to do was come home. Like, I'm just, you know, my neighbor drove me in my own car. I drove over and then he drove us back because his car's all screwed up. And like I said, I didn't want to take the chance of something going wrong with his car. Thank God, because I needed to get home. So, waited 10 minutes. Felt a little better. I was a little unsteady here. Just tried to sit down and let everything calm down. Then I noticed, again, I start to get all amped up. Really, really bad. I'll spare you the 5 hours. About 8 o'clock, I'm like, I'm just going to take my blood pressure. It was like 140/85, something like that. My heart rate was 132, resting. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't calm down. I just couldn't. TV, the fur babies, Valium, praying, watching YouTube videos. I mean, I tried everything. And I guess just exhaustion took over and I finally somewhat fell asleep, I think by 11:30, 12 o'clock, but it was not a good night's sleep. It wasn't even sleep. It was just like I was up all night. Even 4 days later, I still don't feel myself. I noticed that my left leg, is still a little bit unlike my right leg. I don't know how to explain it. And back in the day, my primary problem was always my left side. Recently, the last 3 or 4 years, it's been my right side. So I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if I'm gonna get any complete 100% relief. I can promise you one thing, my friends. I'm not doing this again, ever, ever. So just backing up a bit, I did talk to the doctor's office on Tuesday. I did talk to other people in my primary care physician's office. Charlie, I'm going to beat the crap out of you if you don't get down. Oh, this cat. Look at this cat. I don't know if you guys can see him. Look. 1,000 places in this house, and he's got to sit on a table watching TV. Anyway, Lexi, he's fine. I'm not yelling at anybody. Okay? Thanks. And they said it's very common for certain people to be affected by steroids. And she's like, have you ever been on steroids? I'm like, yeah, I've been on prednisone for all of 4 days, and it was the most horrendous 4 days of my life. Lexi, stop! And then I talked to my care advocate, and she had an epidural when she had a baby, and the same thing happened to her. I'm like, thanks for the heads up. Thanks. Anybody say anything to me. This could happen. Expect this. You'll be fine. Absolutely nothing. I had no clue this was going to happen. I've had one steroid shot in my life in my wrist. So that was minimal. Like nothing. So I won't be doing this again. Ever. I don't know. I'll have to find an alternative. So speaking of, I have made an appointment. Very excited. I found an acupuncturist with glowing reviews, very close to me. $10 a session, unlimited amount of visits. How lucky am I? I can't believe it. However, I can't go for a week. And it sounds weird. It's like I can't go till next year. I'm still like, okay, that's sort of like in 2 weeks. You know, it's really weird to say or think. So my appointment's on January 2nd. I'm super excited. I don't care about needles. Shoved 1,000 into me. I don't care. I still have my headache. I'm just a mess. Just a mess. So that's where everything stands on that. I'm still looking to see a neurologist. They're sitting on that. I don't know what the problem is, finding me a referral. They're still sitting on me going back to therapy where I went before. Again, I don't know what the holdup is. It's like, just renew the referral, or maybe people are out on vacation. Maybe, I don't know. Like, somebody has to be doing a job in a company to facilitate referrals. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I have a therapist name. Again, this is all more than likely next year stuff, or 2 weeks from now stuff. So yeah. I wanted to show you this super cute mug. My old neighbor came over yesterday, and I'm sorry it's backwards. I'm going to probably maybe reverse this video. Anyway, it says, someone in Burlingame loves you. Yep. Broke down when I got this. So she came over yesterday with her little boy. It was nice to see her, just for like a half an hour, because they were leaving today for Chicago. Today, the White Wonder, Kamiley, and I have an eye appointment. Well, Kamiley's got the eye appointment. I may be crazy because my eyes are shit. I think they look 100 times better. Or her right eye looks 1,000,000,000 times better. I could be wrong. They're probably going to have to stain it, or just by looking at it. I don't see that extreme cloudiness anymore. I can still see the ulcer, but I don't see that gray covering her entire eye. Maybe the drops are working. I don't know. Maybe the medication's working. I pray to God. Please keep those prayers coming. And then tomorrow, is a secret. So I will touch base with you guys. Like I said, I haven't decided. Either late tomorrow afternoon or early Saturday morning. Definitely a video will be coming. So, excuse me. That's it for now. I'm in my comfy warm pajamas that I would kill to stay in all day, but I cannot. I got these at Ross. They're just, I should have bought 10 of them. And there's so many things I wanted to do and get and buy before Christmas, or just things I wanted to get done, and it just seems like I never get around to it. I'm always just busy running around or going to appointments or recovering from appointments. I wanted to go back and get another one of these for myself. I still sort of maybe can on Monday deliver a bread to my veterinary office. There's just things that are on my mind that I have to go get gas. I mean, I have to go pick up prescriptions. It's just like you try to maneuver a certain time to do all this stuff, and it's just, the days are flying by. Good and bad, sort of works. But anyways, I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for your comments, your support. Especially just wanted to shout out Carmen. Thank you so much for just always commenting and always being so positive and always being like my tia, like just always being there. And it means a lot to me. You don't even understand. It just means a lot. So, yeah, just everybody take care, and I will see you either tomorrow or Saturday. Bye.